I'm Grant Meinhardt. I'm the JCB sales manager for Can-Equip. Standing in front of our 4220 today. JCB offers two Fastracs into the U.S., the 4220 and the 8330. So we've talked a lot about the 8330 in the past. We've done some videos on it. It's been very successful for Can-Equip, sold a number of units. Very excited about the 4220 and what the possibilities are. Been selling those to the guys with feed wagons, round balers, front mowers, and just a number of applications where I think it could really do well for a lot of our customers. So a few things on the Fastrac. First, it goes 43 miles an hour. So that's important for our customers when they're trying to get from place to place and getting from job to job. But 43 miles an hour is one thing. Another thing is doing it comfortably and safely. So we'll go through a little bit of the features and benefits of the Fastrac. I'm going to start with suspension. This is a hydropneumatic suspension system. So it's got it rides on hydraulic all the way around. So each corner of the unit has a cylinder that it's riding on. So what that does is it gives you cushion throughout the ride. We have front and rear axles. So that's unique to the ag industry. Normally there's a transmission, hydraulic pump, everything in one container, and the rear end. These have individual axles, which gives you better control of the unit. So up here you have this an actual sway bar. So the sway bar acts just like it would on a race car. So you don't have a lot of body sway. So when you're traveling at 43 miles an hour, it's stable. It walks through what it needs to. This is a hydropneumatic suspension, so you're riding on the hydraulic cylinders all the way around. And those tall things there are the cylinders, and then the suspension, the sway bar that I was referring to, is down there at the bottom that actually goes all the way from left to right. And then the braking system. So much like it is on a car or anything else that we have today, it has outboard disc brakes. So the disc brakes are visible, easy to change. The pads are right there. It also has ABS all the way around. So just like a car would, it has ABS braking system. It has a full frame all the way through, so it is just like a truck frame from front to rear. So that's another big thing as far as the ride and controllability of the unit. So this is the front axle. We have a front and rear axle that is unique to the market, where everything else is usually in one rear end. Okay, JCB has a single piece hood that is very service friendly. You have a lock here that can actually lock the hood, so you can lock it down. Then the cooling pack is very simple to get to. So just undo this clip, and then there's one more on the other side. You undo those. And then this folds out like an accordion. So you just pull it out, so you're be able to clean out your condenser, your air cooler, and your radiator, all one swoop here. We do have optional reversing fans, so we can put those on if we're running a mower up front, those type of things. Again, they do seal that off from the engine as far as trying to keep all the debris up here and keeping it clean. And this is running a Sisu engine, 220 horsepower and 195 at the PTO. Okay, talking about the 4220 JCB Fastrac. So the 4220 does a few different things than the big brother 8330. So one thing is we can put a loader on the front of this and be able to handle a Q6 loader. So we have outfitted quite a few of these with loaders. Again, you have matched planetaries front and rear. A big thing there is, just like a telehandler or a four-wheel drive tractor, you're match set from front to rear as far as a four-wheel drive system, so you're not fighting itself. A conventional tractor was a rear end that we put a loader on, then front wheel assist on, and naturally on a front wheel assist tractor, it's actually leading a little bit. where this won't fight itself because you have two independent axles that are the same size planetaries. The IF tires are intermediate flex tires, so they're speed rated and they're intermediate flex, which means they can take more sidewall stress to them. Back to the ride of the unit and visibility and safety of the Fastrac in general. The cab is center mounted, so it's not over the rear wheels like a conventional tractor. So that puts you right in the center of both the wheels, gives you a lot better ride. The A-pillar has the exhaust tucked in underneath there, so it's not visible. It's not sight obstruction for you. You have a nice toolbox here on the side of the unit, and then your brakes, your battery, and your isolator is right underneath this cover here. You might notice that there is no rear weights. They don't want rear wheel weights on them for balancing because of the speed. At 43 miles an hour, weights generally get out of balance. So you'll see on the back there's a deck weight, and then you can add weight there. You can add weight to the front if the overall unit is needing weight. But in general, what it's going to do with the hydrodynamic suspension is once you hook onto the back, it's going to try to self-level itself. So it'll put more power to the front wheels and be able to adjust itself. The vice versa on the front, if you put a front loader on it, it's going to counterweight the suspension. So a lot of guys pride themselves on cab suspension, and we don't need cab suspension because the whole thing is suspended itself. The exhaust that it's on the A-pillar on the right-hand side. So it's tucked up underneath the cab. So when you're sitting in the cab, you don't see any exhaust. So at the back of the 4220 Fastrac, we have fender controls, which is raise and lower your hitch, turn on and off your PTO, and then you have a servo that you can actually engage or move from the back. Rear lighting, you have the LED lights on the back and then on top of the cab as well. And then in JCB fashion, if you put it in reverse, it does light up, so it gives somebody behind you some kind of indication that you're going to go backwards. You do have 5 servos on the back and then 2 up front. They're 26 gallon a minute out the remotes. And then the Power Beyond, the gray ones over there, are 52 gallons a minute. Because of the setup of this tractor, having a rear axle and not a rear housing, we can't carry as much hydraulic oil. So when you're running constant flow hydraulics, that we just need to watch the heat on that, just because we don't have the capacity that a conventional tractor would. Now, there's trade-offs. We ride better, those type of things, but just have to be careful of that. Rear braking, again, back to safety. So this is your ISOBUS monitor here, as far as being able to hook up to that. This is your hydraulic brakes or electric brakes. So you can actually run ABS on any implement you have. You have 12 volts, so you can hook up your just general lights. You have your 7-pin, which would be your tail lights and your electronic brakes. And then you have your air glad hands. So this is equipped with full air on board. You have 2 tanks, 2 air tanks, so you can have air braking if you so desire. Also have, you can actually hook onto a glad hand and have air to blow out your baler, blow off the condensers, those type of things. So very handy to have onboard air, which is unique in the market again. This is a 1000 PTO shaft. This is a bolt-on, so it's a flat face. So you can go from 1000 to 540. You can also run 540 Eco and 1000 Eco. So you can save on fuel as far as the tractor goes. This is a self-dropping in pin hitch. So you can actually put the hitch up here, back into the implement, and it drops that pin for you. And then, of course, a 3-point, just like all tractors have on the rear. We do have, these are the European style hitches, but they have the category 2, category 3 balls that go in here. And then the rear deck weight as far as 900 kilogram. Again, they don't want to put any kind of different kind of weight on them just because of the speed of these. Left-hand side of the tractor, diesel fuel is filled here, so ground level, depths here. Then there is just 3 steps to get in the cab, so real low entry point. Then you can get right in the cab. This is your air filter for the cab, so you can service that real easy right there. There is a sight gauge for your hydraulic tank, just for serviceability. 3-point grab handle system, so very easy and safe to get in and out of the cab. And then nice big mirrors, which it seems like the industry took a long time to get there, but they are heated as well. But nice big mirrors to be able to see behind you. And then you can check your engine oil right over here on right in front of the tire, as far as not opening any cabs or compartments, anything like that. So everything's serviced right here on the ground, very service friendly as far as that goes.